Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Fuck you, this was a good movie. People hated on this movie. What did you want? Historical accuracy? It's a movie called Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It was a great movie. It's a great book. My only qualm is they didn't put the ending that's in the book in the movie. They kind of ended the movie before they got to that. So that's my only real problem with it. But otherwise, it's number 10 on my top 10 of 2012. Number 9, The Amazing Spider-Man. What can I say about this movie? Fuck you, Tobey Maguire, and God bless you, Emma Stone. This was a great movie. People crapped all over it, but guess what? This was a better telling of Spider-Man than anything that has come before outside of animation. So it is very deservedly in my top 10 of 2012. Number 8 on my list, Total Recall. This movie got crapped on by everybody, but guess what? This is better than the original. I mean, it stuck closer to the short story. It didn't go to Mars for some stupid reason, which was great, which was perfect. This was science fiction, not science fantasy. This was great. The only problem I have with this movie is, how could Colin Farrell pick Jessica Biel over Kate Beckinsale that easily? I couldn't do that. I may stay in the dream and stay with Kate Beckinsale. That probably would have been my choice. Number 7, This Is 40. I thought this movie was hilarious. I really wasn't going to go see this movie, but I went on a date with a female who wanted to see it. And I ended up thoroughly enjoying this movie. And I think the main reason is because it's very real. The situations that are in this movie are very, relatable, as this has actually happened to someone in life, and it is hilarious. I usually don't go see comedies, and this was a pleasant surprise. So yes, definitely number 7, This Is 40. Number 6, Lawless. I'm not really a fan of Shia LaBeouf's. I'm really not, because he's chosen some really horrible roles, but the saving grace of this movie is Tom Hardy, and the fact that this is all based on real people. You gotta listen to the special features on the DVD or Blu-ray, whatever you have, and listen to the guy whose, grandparents this is, based on. Only in America could we have something like this. It's great. Just perennial, American badass. Well, guess what? Lawless shows you what the perennial American badass is. And we finally get to see why Bane sounds so horrible in The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, look what they do to Tom Hardy's throat. It's just sliced wide open. Number 5 on my list of top 10 for 2012 is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey. What can I say? This is fantasy done perfectly. It's Tolkien. Tolkien is the genesis of all things fantasy. And it's being done by Peter Jackson. Who cares if he's turning The Hobbit into 3 movies? All 3 of them are going to be great. This movie was done perfectly. Yes, it's number 5 on my list because there are other reasons the top 4 are where they're at. But this is definitely one of the great movies of the year. Coming in at number 4 is The Avengers. Thank you, Joss Whedon. My inner child is so happy. A comic book movie that looks like a comic book. Screw all of this anchored in realism crap that everybody thinks is so great. No, we have a comic book movie that looks like a comic book movie, and that is why it's number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3, we have Skyfall. James Bond is back, and he is a badass. Okay, I love the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. This is like the crown jewel of James Bond movies so far. Great villain, great actress, great Bond girls. Everything from top to bottom. This is a James Bond film done for the modern day, the way a James Bond film should be done. Go see this, and it's my number 3 on my list. Now this is where the list gets a little weird. My number 2 pick is going to be Iron Sky. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh my god, Wayne, you're picking the Nazis on the Moon movie is the second best of the year. Yes, I am. Because this movie was made by the fans. The director and the writer sold a pitch, and people from the internet donated to get this movie done. And yes, the subject matter is a little off, but it just shows what people who actually believe in something can do if they put their mind to it and they put everything they have into it. And Iron Sky is a good movie. Sit down and watch it. It is a good movie. It is a very tongue-in-cheek, satirical, look at today's society done in a great way. I wish it would have been a completely serious film, but it ended up more as a comedy. But I can sit back and go, I can appreciate the comedy aspects of it, because there are some things in life that are just so funny that you can't help but laugh. So, number 2, Iron Sky. Go see it if you haven't seen it already. Okay, number 1 on my list, The Raid Redemption. What can I say about this movie? It's a perfect action film from start to finish. It's not cookie cutter. It's not what you think it's going to be going into it. It is a great example of modern action. I cannot wait for this sequel. Go listen to Gareth Evans' commentary and special features on this movie. If you're a student of film, you must watch these. He goes into detail on everything that he put into this movie. And it was only done for $1.5 million. That's unheard of in Hollywood. And it went limited release, and it still made a ton of money, and it's been critically acclaimed. That's why this is like my number 1 film. You don't see action films getting this kind of praise. And I really, really, really wish that there would be more films like this. Yes, it's a foreign film. Yes, the initial release was in its native language with subtitles. I saw it in a theater like that. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Mike Shinoda's score for this film, ridiculous. It keeps that tension. Watch this film. Own this film. I own this film. That is why it's my number 1 for 2012. Alright, people. I'm Wayne, wgasNOLA. Like me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at wgasNOLA. Follow me on Twitter at DumbOnion. Check out the Facebook /DumbOnion. First video down. More to come. Remember, video every week. Not sure the days, but there will be a video every week. Till next time, later.